Hello guys and welcome. As you can see, these are my trades for today. Yes, I repeat, these are my trades for today, and they've just been running for this day. And guys, today I'm just going to take you on a step-by-step measure on how to make sure that you end up with such trades. There's just only one rate, but I do know that the strategy is going to work on it. So guys, feel free to subscribe and let's get to business. I'm just going to be showing you on my computer, so let's just get to it. Okay guys, before I forget, do you remember that we have got the VIP signal group, and the VIP signal group is actually free of charge for anybody out there. All you have to do on this signal group is that you just have to open an account using the referral link on our video description. So just open an FBS account there, and then the next thing that you have to do is just that you just have to deposit at least $10 on your account, and then you just show me the proof of that. That's all. So you open a FBS account. You can even open a cent account if it's okay, and then the next thing that you do, you send me proof of deposit. That's all, and you're in on the signal group. It's actually working quite fine. We are getting profits every day, and this is just massive. I tell you guys when to sell, a stop loss, and then take profits one, take profits two, and it's all a win-win situation. These days it's been amazingly going well, so feel free to make sure you enter that one. The link is on the video description. I'll be seeing you guys there. Otherwise, let's get to business. As I said again, so you are probably asking yourself, what are all these things on the screen? So right now, what I have on the screen, this is the Tokyo, London, and the New York session, and we're on USD CAD. And guys, I'm just going to take you step by step. So the first thing I'm going to do basically right now is just to remove those things, and then let's just go up here. Let me have my good R over here so that I can demonstrate very well. So firstly, we're going to go to the indicators. So click on the indicators, and once you get on the indicators, what I want you to search for is the sessions. So once you get to sessions, I want you to choose the one that is called Sessions Lux Algo. I've always been showing you guys using this thing many times now. So once you click on it, it's all good. You're just going to go back to the chart, and I want you to go to the settings. So just get to the settings. I want you to leave New York, London, Tokyo, and I want you to remove Sydney down there, and then I want you to remove show daily divider and the inputs status line, and then we are going to get to it. So basically right now we are only left with the Tokyo session, the London session, and the New York session. So what I want you guys to analyze is it's almost towards the end of the Tokyo session, and after this is the Tokyo session, right? And then when the London session begins, I want you to do something like this. So I want you to mark that candle, because that is the one we're going to be using for this one, and specifically just for this one. Don't mind what I've said before. So guys, what happens after the London session starts and the Tokyo session is still in progress is that just make sure that price closes above that candle on a full candle. So whenever price closes, either it's going to close just below or it's going to close above. So just make sure that whenever price closes, you either you sell or you buy. If it's going to close above, just make sure that you definitely buy. So I'm going to prove to you that this thing works. Let's say here it closed on a full candle. As you can see, the breakout was on a bullish candle, and thus you can just see that price began to do what price just definitely went up after that. So let's see on the next day what happened. Let's see what happened on the next day. We look at the Tokyo session, and we look at where the London session begins, and then what we do is that we're just going to mark that first candle of the London session. And as you can see now, you can see that price came and it closed just below here using a bearish candle over here, as you can see. So we've got the bearish candle over there. That's good. And then price definitely started selling. So that is basically what we just look for on that term. So this one is very good for scalpers, because they just basically just have to know what to do at that right time. So the London session is beginning here, or after the Tokyo session has been in progress, and here we are. See, now we are going up. You can see price closed on a bullish candle over here. That's the reason why now price is just going to be going up like that. simply like that. So basically this one is really good. All you have to do is that you wait for the Tokyo session. Almost towards the end of the Tokyo session, you look for the London session, and when the London session begins, you just mark that first candle. And as we mark that first candle, it is just going to be like this, and after that you can see price closed on a full bullish candle, and that's the reason why we can just be buying over there, as simple as that. So basically you just wait for this inter session, Tokyo and London. During that intersession, that is the one we use, even if market was ranging on that day, because if you look at this day, so market was ranging on this day. So that's the reason why we had a very slow movement of price between the Tokyo and the London session. Otherwise, on normal days, price will just definitely make sure that it gives you some serious profits on there. Otherwise, guys, you feel free to subscribe on this YouTube channel. I'll be giving you guys more updates after this one, so you take care. See you next time. Thank you. Sometimes the use of indicators can really mess up your life, and some people, they really get confused when they see something like this on their charts. So what if I told you that it's still possible to make massive profits even if you don't use any indicator? All you have to do is that you just have to use simple price action strategy, as simple as that. Just by using simple strategy, it means that I'm just going to remove all the indicators, or rather let's just remove all of them so that we don't get people confused. So guys, what I'm going to show you today is the use of price action to gain as much profits as you can. So I think you might want to stay around till the end of this video. So right now we are on USD CHF. It's just for an example, and we're on the 5-minute time frame. And before I forget, do you still remember that you can get access to our VIP signal group? All you have to do is that you get to the video description, you click on the referral link there and open an account under us on FBS. After opening an account, you can simply deposit as much as $10 on it, and you can be able to get such signals every day. This is our VIP signal group. So guys, if you want that, you can just join us. So now let's get to business. So as you can see, let me just pull things down over here. So you do understand that price almost seems like it has been stuck around this area for the past days. So you can see this is where price has been stuck. So what you have to do is that you just have to recognize the action of price during those days. Now, as I said, that as you can see, price has really been consolidating on that area. Now it happened that this was the lowest, so I'm just going to use this one. So this was the lowest price went before, and now I want to make sure that either price is going to be bullish or bearish depending on what will happen on this day. So now let's say you can see this candle over here. It almost looks like a full candle, but it still has wicks on it. So if it still has wicks on it, I don't trust that candle until I get access to a candle like this one. So this candle over here, the reason why I didn't mind this bullish candle that everyone is seeing over here, it's a full candle, but it's a bullish one. Now the problem is it is still below my mark over here. So if it is still below my mark, I don't mind it unless it was a bullish candle which was going to be at this area over here, and it had to be a full candle to show me that maybe there is now a possible reversal, but I'm not there. So now, having seen this candle over here, it tells me that there's a very big possibility that price is going to be bearish. Now what I'm going to do is that I am going to place a mark again on this bullish candle. I'm placing a mark over here only just to make sure that I want to monitor price action from now. So if ever price is going to decide that from here it's just going to go back up, then I will consider not. But if price is going to decide on going below this point, it means there is a possible reversal. But now look at this. When you look at this area over here, so let me just get my good demonstration marker. So when you look at this area over here, you will notice something. So you will notice that price has been playing around this place. It means that buyers and sellers had a really big argument over price over here. But now, since this candle provided a good support or resistance level for us, now we only have to make sure that in as much as you can see that price trying to come back to that area over there was a lot of tension and there was a lot of resistance from buyers. Now let's look at this. You can see after leaving this area over here, now you can see we have got a breakout. So we have a breakout now over here and it's on a bearish candle. So now I can confidently wait for this candle to close so that I can place my trade. So I can now place my sell trade over here in as much as we are on the 5-minute time frame now. So what I'm going to do is that I have got to use this last ranging place or this last consolidation place as what? As my stop loss area. So I have to put it on like that. So I'm just making sure that I don't want to lose much. So I'm going to put my stop loss at that area over there and I'm going to mark my target. So let's go for our target. Let's just make sure that we place it on 2. So let's make sure that we place it on 2. Our risk to reward ratio, we're just going to place it on 2. Now let's see, after some minutes, boom, that is how we have hit our target and we made some good profits over there. And you can see that price, in as much as it would have loved to come back to the first area over there, so it tried but it didn't get to hit our stop loss because I was going to start panicking over here. So that's why you've got to always maintain a tight stop loss, guys. I hope this made sense, and if this has made sense to you, hit that subscribe button and share this video. So if this one has made sense to you, just make sure you subscribe. So now once again, we've got price consolidating again around this area. As you can see, now there is another consolidation zone just around this area. So as you can see, so now what I'm going to wait for is just price to break out of this area. So maybe I can just put it tightly like this so that we can all see. So I only have to wait price to break out of this area. Either it is going to break out going down or it's going to break out going up. Either way, I'm just going to wait for price action. So now we can see, remember we have to make sure that we get a full candle at least a full candle so that we can be too confident that price is really having a breakout. But if you look at this area over here, you can just really see that we don't have a complete full candle. Thus, I don't have confidence entering in any of these areas over here. But then let's look at, let's say maybe you looked at this candle and you said it's almost full, so you decided to place your buy. So let's say you decided on that, and remember we've got to use this area as our stop loss area. Now look at how big your stop loss area should be. So that's not good. This is not good, because once we are here, it means we've got to at least make our risk to reward ratio, make it 2. So now if we're taking it to 2, you can see how far this is going to get. But because you decided to place it there, let's see what is going to happen. So let's see what is going to happen. So now we are just going to extend it for the sake of the class. This one is for the sake of the class. As for me, I'm not confident with that area. So you see, no matter how much we are trying to extend it, after so many minutes, it has not yet still broken even to have profits. But then you see, it's going to work. It's promising, because there is a high possibility that when price gets to this point where it is now, it might be still going up. So there is a possibility of price still going up, but I'm still not confident with that entry because I did not get a full candle after price consolidation. Otherwise, guys, let me just leave it here for today, and remember, hit that subscribe button and let's meet on the next video, because I will be bringing you guys more and more strategies on this channel. So I love you all. Take care. Bye bye. What if I told you that most day traders are making the same three critical mistakes that keep them stuck in an endless cycle of wins and losses? In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you the exact strategy that helped me to transform from a struggling beginner to consistently profitable trader. You'll discover the psychology hack that elite traders use to maintain discipline, the precise setup, and you really have to know this, the precise setup I look for before entering any trade, and a risk management system that protects your capital like a fortress. This isn't theory, it's the battle tested blueprint I wish someone had given me when I started. If you have been trading for months with little to show for it, stick around. This could be the turning point you've been waiting for. Yep, you're probably asking yourself how I got here. Well, don't worry, this looks fake, right? Don't worry, I'm going to show you how we got to these numbers in a few seconds. Just give me time, just give me time. All we are going to do, this is GBP JPY, and we are on the daily time frame. And right now, what I want to show you is going to blow your mind off. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to remove everything, and then we're going to start together on fresh. Let's put this on the daily time frame because I want to show you guys the secrets embedded on the day trading strategy, and it works. I'm telling you, it works pretty much. So this one is for those who want to hold long term and be profitable in the whole process. So let's just get to it. Okay, wait, before we get there, remember our VIP signal group is actually ongoing, and there is a lot that goes on in there. Firstly, I tell you guys what to do, when to buy, when to sell, and everything, and then you just get your amazing profits like that. And all you have to do to enter on our VIP signal group is that you just simply use the referral link on the video description. Once you get to that referral link, open an FBS account, and after that, after you open the FBS account, you are going to just deposit as little as $10 on it. And after you deposit that $10, you are just going to send me a screenshot or proof that you have really put on that $10 or more. So that is how easy it is to get on that VIP signal group. So now let's get to business. So what we're going to do right now on the daily time frame is that we are going to go into indicators. So once we go to indicators, I want us to look for fractals. So just type fractals. So I want you to choose the one Williams fractals. So let's choose Williams fractals, and once you just click once, and then you're good to go. And now what you are going to get, or let's just say, if you take a look at this, you're going to see that price has been stuck around this area, right? So if you just take note that for the past weeks it's been stuck around this area. Now take note of that. So let's remove this one again because I want to show you guys. So basically how the fractal works is this: all you have to do is that you just have to look at the last fractal depending on where you are that time. So basically this one is just up here. So if the fractal is up there, it's only telling me that price is going to be bearish for the next days. If the last fractal is at the bottom, it means that price is going to be bullish for the next days. So if the last fractal is down here, I'm definitely going to do what? I'm just definitely going to be buying. So I'm just going to buy there, and if ever a fractal is up there, if this is the last one, then I'm just going to be selling. So basically that's it. So now I'm going to take this whole thing into a smaller time frame. So let's just take this to the smaller time frame. Let's use the hourly time frame. Now if I get to the hourly time frame, I can be able to place trades here based on my last inspection. So the last time on the daily time frame, you remember that the fractal is at the top. So now we can even remove the fractals. So we can remove the fractals now because we don't need them on the lower time frames. So I know that everything I'm going to be doing now is basically to do what? To sell. So all I have to do is that I'm going to be selling. So if ever we are here, I enter one of my sell entries and I come back. Price is coming up again, because you can see it looks like we're having an uptrend. I'm going to still sell. So I can place as many as I can sell entries, just keep on putting them, and at the end of the day, what I'm going to be having are a lot of sell entries. Now let's say I had 5 sell entries just on one price movement, and this is just GBP JPY. Now, can you imagine how much profits I'm going to have at the end of the day? Because I know on the daily time frame that our price is just going down. As you can remember that on our fractal, we can just put it back. So on our fractal, you will remember that we hit the fractal at the top. So that is basically how you do this fractal thing. So the first thing that you do, let me just use USD CHF now. So the first thing that you do is that you take your chart to the daily time frame, and then you look at the last fractal during that time on the daily time frame. Look at the last fractal. For instance, over here, the last fractal is at the bottom. No, it's not this one. It's not this one that is at the top. Now, if I get that it's at the bottom, I am going to be placing buy entries, but I'm going to be placing them on the smaller time frames. You can use the hourly time frame or the 4-hour time frame. Either way, you're just going to be using them. You see, I said we're going to be placing buy entries. Now, on the hourly time frame, you can see that it's already on buy. So I'm going to be placing buy entries. I can make an entry down here. I can make another entry over here. I can make another entry over here. So as long as I know that on the daily time frame price is going to be going up, that's the reason why the fractal was at the bottom. So basically that is how we use this thing. And let me say you want to make sure that you place things well. Let's take it to the 15-minute time frame, and let's remove all these drawings. So now this is the 15-minute time frame. Now, okay, let's go back to the hourly time frame. Now I want you to mark this area. So let's just mark this candle. Let's just mark the whole of this candle. Remember, this is the hourly time frame. So let's just mark it, and then now let's take it to the 15-minute time frame. Now on the 15-minute time frame, I have it all under here around this region, so I can be able to place and make entries as long as they are going to be inside my 1 hour time frame candle, which is this one. So everything I'm going to be doing in here, it's safe. So if I decide to place a buy entry anywhere around here, I don't have to come out of this area because that is my working area. Now I can decide to place this one over here, you see, and make sure that I'm going to place a tight stop loss. I don't want to lose much. If ever anything happens, this is Forex, so whatever happens, I'm just going to make sure that I am on the safer side. And then the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure that my risk to reward ratio is at least 2. So I use 2 as my minimum most of the time, or just use, you can use 3 if you feel like that's okay. So let's just leave it on 2.20. So now I've got my setup over here, and as it continues, I can decide to place another one. So as long as it's inside my working area, which is the hourly time frame, even if you can just choose on the daily time frame and say, now I'm going to choose the daily time frame. So let's say this is the daily time frame, and this is the candle for the daily time frame, and now I can be able to place buy entries inside the daily time frame, which is the bigger picture over here. So if we take it back to the 15-minute time frame, you can see that our work zone, I know that some of you were like, no, well, but this one is now outside. It's not outside because that was the hourly time frame. It was not the daily time frame. So the bigger rectangle or the bigger work area, it's the daily time frame. So I can do anything so long as it's inside here. I think now you get the picture of why I could just place my entry over there like that. So the bigger picture is on the daily time frame, and the hourly time frame is just like, it's almost like it's just a sub contract or a sub area inside the bigger picture. So think of this as the country and think of this as a town. So I can be placing trades as long as I'm inside the town, and you can see my fractal is at the bottom, meaning price will be bullish. That is basically how we do this thing. So this is one of the easiest ways, easiest strategies. Feel free to subscribe to our channel to get more insights on such amazing strategies. I'll be seeing you guys on the next video. You take care. Goodbye now.